All right, I'm excited to talk about big leaps in this episode. How are you? Hope your day is going amazing. And my first question to you is, are you taking big leaps this year? Hello out there, I'm Tony Soriano. Welcome in. The goal here is to help you take action. So grab a pen. Let's build and generate confidence to follow through and to do the things that truly matter to you. I just took a huge leap and it's going to set up my year phenomenally, and I'm excited. I'm also a little nervous, but really it's excitement. And I may be sharing this later in the year. It is huge for me because have you ever felt like you wanted to do something so bad and then actually 5 years passed and you really didn't do anything? Maybe you tried it a little bit and then it just faded away, but it was still with you. And every now and then you look at your journal, you remember, I'm going to do that one day. That happens to us, and it does not feel good when you do not take action. So for me, it goes back a decade ago. This is when it really started. And this endeavor, this creative endeavor that I'll share later this year, I won't go into now, I started it and I was all in for 2 weeks, and my friend was holding me accountable. I was holding him accountable for his endeavor. I got to my goal, and then guess what? He didn't. And then we didn't have that many back and forth. So a few weeks passed and I had to do other things. Oh, I had to do this other job. I had to meet with these other people, and it fizzled out, a little fading of a dream. And that was a decade ago. Now, since then, a lot of things in my life have actually started to gather closer towards that goal then, and the last 2 years specifically. And it's interesting because now I'm in that right place where all of these things are adding up, and they're actually telling me these other things I've been doing are telling me to do this big leap, take this big leap now, because it has been a decade. And maybe then you just weren't ready, but everything else, all signs are saying, go, go. So what did I do? I took the big leap. I'm proud. I've been patting myself on the back, on the shoulder the last 2 or 3 days. And it started with me diving back into this idea, this passion. And when I did, I started getting excited and thinking, man, if this is the time and I do something about it, this year could be it. And by the end of this year, I will be launching something that I've been trying to do, really, or wanting to do for a decade. So I went all in, I took this big leap, and I'm excited. So I want to ask you, are you taking big leaps? Now, this is part of my 3-month, 6-month, and 1-year plan. And if you know anything about me, I'm Tony Soriano, and I love setting goals that are hard. And I really mean that. I just feel growth and fulfillment when I do. And then that makes me in a bit of a giddy mood while I'm walking around the day. It's the truth. So if you're not setting hard enough goals for you and you're feeling a little drab, and that's why, truly. So what goals are you setting for yourself this year? The 3-month goal is important because it's obtainable in a short amount of time. And the 6-month goal is bigger, but it's cool because you won't be pressured so much. You have 6 months. And the year goal is that big, huge goal. Now, I'm going to say one thing about these 3 tiers of goals. They should all support each other. My 3-month goal, and I'm meeting it very soon, is adding to my 6-month goal. And it will actually push me into that 6-month goal with clarity and more productivity. We need to think about this often and make it clear. Don't just think about it. Write it down on the calendar. I have a board on the wall. You're listening right now, and if you're watching, you can't even see it. But to my left, I have this blackboard, and it has index cards. It has 12 index cards for the 12 months in the year, and there are milestones that I want to meet every 3 months, every 6 months, every year. And also every month I add little things I know that I really want to happen this month. This is the truth. If you're still listening, thank you. And if you're still listening, you know you have fire inside of you and you know you need to unleash. You got to unleash the creative endeavors that are deep inside of you, the freaking magic that's there. You need to release it this year. So I encourage you to set some goals. I encourage you to do it today. Grab a pen, grab a journal, write it down, and only share these goals with people that support you because you need to take the leap. And when you take the big leap, you grow wings on the way down and you just start figuring things out because you step forward. You're in the arena, you're on the stage, and you're forced in a good way to just figure it out. So don't overthink. Find that thing you know you need to do and just go and do it. And better yet, pay for speed. Do what I'm doing and join a group that can help you get there faster. This is something that we all neglect and we all scoff at sometimes. Why would I pay someone that much money to do things I could probably do for myself, by myself? That is a limited mindset. If you know others have a clear path on what you want to accomplish, ask them to help you, pay them to help you. So you pay them for accountability. Smart people pay for speed. It took me a long time to really figure that out. And when I did, it helped me immensely. And it got me the momentum I needed because when you take that big leap and you get the momentum, the ripple effect is enormous. If you relate, let me know in the comment. Just write the word enormous. Ripple effect. Okay, I want you to think of taking your big leap, like going on a hike and you get to this small peak and then there's a chasm in between another mountain. It's a giant mountain and it's blocking the view. And there's a tightrope that connects the mountain to the little mountain, the big mountain to the little mountain. It's a tightrope. It's narrow. It seems scary to go walk across it. It's risky. Maybe you're going to have to cower down and go the rest of the way upside down and you're no longer walking. You're crawling on this rope and danger's below. But guess what? You know that there's a panoramic view once you get over there of the entire world and you're going to embrace it and love it. People have told you about this, but you also know because you've seen pictures, but you haven't been there in reality. And when you're there for yourself, it's going to change everything. It could change your whole perspective on your future. So is the risk worth it? Yes. Go and take the big leap because there is that panoramic view that can change the way you see everything. I'm excited about this. So I'm going to give you a challenge to set the 3-month goal, the 6-month goal, and the 1-year goal. And the second challenge is the biggest of all. Don't just write them, review them minimum once a week. And I want you to go beyond that. Draw some pictures. Be a kid. What do kids do? They dream, but they draw. They dream, but they draw those dreams on paper. And it excites them. And then they talk about it all the time. They think about it all the time. And they ask their parents to get them things for that dream all the time. You need to be a good parent to yourself. You need to be the kid together. And you need to just create energy to take the big leap. Are you getting it? This is what I'm saying. Take that big leap today. And my closing thoughts are that of this. You can celebrate each step. Don't overchunk things. Break it down. So even the 3-month goal, that could overwhelm some people. But remember, it's a 3-month goal and you can make a little tree. Write the goal, circle it, and put all these branches under it and just break that up for a 2-day goal and put these 2-day goals together. And then they become 2-week goals. And then you're on your way to your 3-month goal. By the way, if you're counting how many times I said the word goal, please let me know and comment how many times. That'd be funny. That's it for today. I want to thank you for watching. If you like this stuff, please share it with someone that needs to hear it. I really want to share this more and more. It really helps. Thank you so much. And please subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple or any of the podcast platforms, please rate the show. Leave me a review. I want to see it. I want to read it and hear what things are going on with you and what you want me to explore more in this show. That's it for this episode. Go set those goals and go direct your life.